Hey, 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 hey. Exhale, breathe, family. How y'all doing this good Saturday afternoon? I'm feeling okay. Yeah. Got through another week and I'm grateful. Um Hope everybody had a wonderful week and a great weekend beginning. Um yeah. So what we do every week, do a little recap. So we talked about last week we talked a lot I talked a lot about change, doing things different, listening, um putting yourself in better positions around people that are doing um what you desire to be doing, living a life that you desire to live, um and just really focusing on yourself, making the necessary changes and adjustments that you need to make to um, become better, a better version of yourself. So that's what I've been doing. I'm working doing that because I know that once I become who I really and truly desire to be, the world gonna be one lucky world. if I should, if I may say so myself, and I say that because when I'm the best version of myself, then I give the best version of myself, right? And um, the growth that I'm looking forward to, that I'm on, that I've already, made is good for me. I'm happy with myself. One of the things that I'm really excited about is that I'm showing up every Saturday. No matter what's going on, no matter how I'm feeling, I'm showing up every Saturday to do this live. And that's big for me. I've been doing it since February. And I'm proud of myself because one of the things that I stated before that I needed to work on is consistency. And that's what I've been doing. So, um, you know, um, consistency is like I want to be consistent in every facet of my life. Like, not just showing up when I'm supposed to, but in my relationships, with my business, at work, at church, just overall um, being consistent and mindful and aware. And once I do that, I just feel like things will get better. Because I was feeling really down, because I felt like I have those moments where I'm like, ain't nothing working out, ain't nothing happening. But again, remember I said that I was in a place where I have to learn patience, and I'm been put in positions to have patience, and that's what I've been doing. So, really learning that I feel like would be key. Um, because I'm at a place where I want things to be done right with the least amount of chaos, with the least amount of um, problems, uncertainties, doubt, right? And so one of the things is learning to trust people. And when I say trust people, I mean trust people at face value, at what they show you, what they tell you. I give y'all a little bit of something that happened last week. It was um, I have a business, a growing business. I'm a caterer. I also do Kool-Aid, pickles, and pineapples for anyone that may want to know. And I have a cousin that is so dope. He's so dope. He's walking with me. He's hipping me. He's teaching me. He's being that person to lean on. And learning to trust people can be a challenge when you're so used to trusting the wrong people, right? But he was telling me about this young lady, and she have her own business, and you know, he wanted us to collaborate a little bit. And she came, we talked, and she said something. She said a few things to me, but one thing that stood out, she said, "Don't change your prices for anybody. I don't care who it is. Your price is your price, right?" And I was like, "Okay, good to know." She was like, "If you're going to change your prices for anyone, it needs to be because they're buying quite a bit." Okay. Um, so I was just like, okay. And, she gave me some more tidbits and a lot of helpful information. Right. So she said, okay, I'm going to order a certain amount of pineapples from you. And I was just like, okay, cool. Well, days before, I hadn't heard from her, so I reached back out to her and I was just like, hey, just following up about the order. You still wanting the order? And yeah, it took a minute to respond, but when she responded, she was like, I'm gonna call you. Like, what is the least? What is the least that you would take? Like, what is your lowest price? And instantly I thought, ain't you the person that just told me not to change my prices for anyone? But you want me to change them for you. And so what I got out of that was that people will give you advice, people will give you things, tell you things that's supposed to work for everyone else but them. It's for everyone else but them. And so in trusting people, right? That's where discernment come in at. Like, for real. Um, because if you're gonna trust people, you need to discern what's being said and if it's applicable to your life. if it fits in the realms of what you're trying to accomplish, right? And I just thought about it, and I actually shared it with my cousin that been hipping me. And I said, it's funny, she told me not to change my prices for anyone, but wanted me to change them for her. And then to top it off, she didn't even order. She didn't even want it because of my prices. And I initially felt the way, right? Because I'm like, okay, so now another person playing games, right? And so I said, but I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give in. Maybe that wasn't the right collaboration, because God wants things for us that's going to flow. It shouldn't be so hard and so challenging. It's going to align. And that's what I'm learning to recognize. It doesn't mean that something is bad or the person is bad. It's just that we're not in alignment. And it's okay, because who's for me is for me. And who's for you all is for you all. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, whoever you're trying to become, it can happen. We just have to have the patience and the consistency and the mind to put one foot in front of the other one, right? And so, um, just learning things that I didn't know, or changing things that don't no longer serve me, don't no longer benefit me, is not good for me. Changing things, yeah. And this the thing also is that you never know who's watching you. You never know who's watching you. You never know who's um paying you attention. And for me, I want to be the best example, especially when I don't know I'm being watched, right? So it takes some self awareness. And for me, self awareness, part of my self awareness is breaking down the walls of everything, everything, all the walls, to the trauma, to the abuse, to the neglect, to the disrespect, to the pain, to the suffering, like literally breaking down the wall. And when I say that it has been a challenge, it has been a challenge. Like literally, I had a therapy session today. My chest has been hurting ever since. Like full of anxiety. Because again, it's prompting me to make changes. It's prompting me to look at myself. It's prompting me to do something different so that I can get different outcomes. It's doing that. And man, it can be overwhelming. It really can be. It really can be. And that's just that, it don't even equate all the other things that life is throwing at you, that you're challenging with, that you're warring with, that you're facing, that you're going through. Because even though I'm working on me, life still is going on and still is happening, that I have to be mindful in, and I have to show up for, and I have to be present in, you know? So, like I said, that's why I had to pat myself on the back today for being consistent, showing up here Saturday after Saturday, being consistent because, yeah, consistency has never been a focal point of mine. But I know in order to heal, in order to get the best version of myself, in order to get my business off the ground and running, in order for me to get the things that I want, need, deserve, I got to always be aware. I got to always be consistent. I got to be consistent. And I'm working on it with showing up for you guys every Saturday, maybe late sometimes, but I'm here. I'm here. And so, yeah, um, hmm, yeah, um, pray for one another. I'm gonna pray for you all. Y'all pray for me because it's challenging out here. This week I've got word about 3 people passing, and 2 of the families I'm really close to. The third one, one of my daughters is close to, and so I'm mindful, and it's just you know, um, in the funny part, different ages, like literally different from young adult to elder. You know, it was a different bracket, and um, getting those word, that information. I'm like, wow. Say the elder, I was able to, try to encourage the family, like, she lived a long life, she's, because if I'm not mistaken, she was 92. So I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, it's hurting, and trust me, I know the pain of losing a mother. Like, I deal with it every single day. But if my mom would have been able to make it to 92, woo, we'll be having a whole party. Well, at least that's what I think, anyways. But hey, who knows? Actually, because yeah, knowing what I know, it's still hard. Um, which Mother's Day is next week, so please check on your people, your friends, your family, people that you really care about that no longer have their mother. Check on them. Show some care and concern, kindness. Like seriously, because it's hard. It's hard for us to know that Mother's Day is coming and our mother is not here. Yeah, it's our like the struggle has begun. But you know, tell y'all some funny stuff. Um, I was talking to my daughters, had them all on the phone, and I was like, "Hey, y'all know that next Sunday is Mother's Day, And my baby girl, she just extra, right? She like, "What, Mama? What? What now? What you want?" And I was like, "I'm just trying to give y'all give y'all my Mother's Day list, you know." So and keep in mind that my birthday is a month later. So I need y'all to be aware. My list is simple, right? For this year, because I want next year to be grand. She said, that don't make no sense. You so spoiled. I said, what's wrong with that? Ain't I'm due for it? You know, I feel like I'm due to be spoiled. Who gonna spoil me? Gotta be y'all for the moment, you know. And of course they agreed and was just like, okay, we got you. You know, because I feel like as a mother, because they're mothers too. My two of my daughters are mothers too. And being a mother, it really changed life for me. That was the one thing, that was my saving grace. Becoming a mother was my saving grace. And I don't know if my mama felt that way, but man, I feel like if I wouldn't have had children when I did, I definitely wouldn't be here today. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that having children was my saving grace. And so when it's time to, it's a day, right? We should get celebrated every day. But since they carved out a day to celebrate us, let's celebrate. Like my oldest daughter didn't want anything. She like, I don't want nothing. I just want my kids to be okay. And I'm like, girl. But I remember I used to say that. And that's why I can tell them that ain't how that work. They're okay. You get a day. It's okay to be pampered, loved on, catered to. I am really starting to believe that and accept that I deserve those type of things. It's not asking for too much. I don't believe that I'm asking for too much. I believe that I'm asking for what I desire, what I want, what I need that will help me. And learning to be able to ask for that for me is growth because I just usually go with the flow, let people do what they want to do. If they can, they can. If they can't, they can't. And whatever it ain't, it ain't. But learning to voice, you know, the things that I desire and want and need. Also being able to voice what I don't like, don't want, don't need, are all part of my journey. And I'm just happy to be here. And I'm hoping and praying that me coming before you um, every Saturday is helping somebody, reaching people that it needs to reach, touching people it needs to touch, encouraging those that need encouragement. And please, share my videos. Um, Invite people to join them. Um, that would be wonderful. Comment. Leave me some comments. Because this is how we're gonna grow as a people, as a group, as people that's on a healing journey, trying to discover themselves. So, yeah. So we're gonna wrap up for today because, like I said, my chest is kind of still hurting, and I'm kind of not okay with that. So I think I want to go chill for a minute. But we're gonna close and just continue to remember to give yourself some grace. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Love yourself. If you don't know how, talk to God. He will help you because he's helping me. Um, Stay focused, stay consistent in whatever it is that you're trying to do, and know that you deserve the good things. You do deserve it. And so until next time, like, share, subscribe, and comment. And comment. Um, and I'll talk to y'all next week. Love you all. Y'all be blessed. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.